I told you. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? 'Cause I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago. And what did I say will happen when I told you? Exactly what just happened.
Yo, couple things to talk about today. The narrative is in full effect, and you see the Honolulu flu as is real, as the Minnesota Vikings become the first team in NFL history to be 14-3 and be a wild card team and also lose a wild card game, getting beat back a record, or I think they tied a record, sacking Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was in the pocket, jittery, and I'm going to tell you what, I got a lot of respect for the Detroit Lions quarterback, Jared Goff, because Jared Goff never, ever looks like that in the pocket. Sam Darnold was hideous from the first snap. But the narrative is in full effect. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you enjoy your upcoming week, as we await the Lions game against the Washington Commanders, if you want to feel some satisfaction, if you want to feel happiness, if you are having a bad day and you need a little pick-me-up, listen to any Minnesota Vikings podcast on YouTube and you will feel better, I promise you. The Minnesota Vikings, they laid a complete egg. Matthew Stafford came out, LA Rams came out and played for their city, what was going on with the wildfires and such. But I told y'all, bro. I told you. What did I tell you? Did not tell you. Because I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago. And what did I tell you would happen when I told you? Exactly what just happened. Now the Lions need to beat the Washington Commanders and the Rams need to beat the Eagles in Lincoln Financial. It's probably going to be cold. I haven't checked the weather, but don't put it past, especially based off how the Eagles played in the wild card round. This Rams team will beat the Eagles, okay? Now, if you paid attention to the game, what did I tell you? The narrative is you have NFL narratives. It was we watching the game, and it's some calls that you wondering, what? And then it got to the point that the NFL can't control it. If the NFL can control it, they will dictate how the narrative goes. And they want to see the Detroit Lions host Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams in their first ever bid to get to their first ever Super Bowl. Well, the bid was last year, but you literally can't plan for that. NFL doesn't go into the season necessarily with these. They don't know how it's going to end up, but here we are. The last four teams remaining. You've got the Eagles and the Rams and the Lions and Washington Commanders. The Lions play on Saturday. They will await the winner of the Rams-Eagles. So right now, your NFC champion is going to be Lions, Eagles, Rams, Washington Commanders. One of those four teams will be on the Super Bowl. I tried to tell y'all, bro. Now I want you to pay attention. Lions will be done. We're going to take care of business against the Washington Commanders. We're going to be done. We're going to sit back and we're going to wait the opponent. It doesn't matter who they are. They're coming to Ford Field. I'm telling you right now that the NFL, listen, the Lions streams, their games have broken every single record this NFL season. When the Lions play, it breaks records. Lions, Stafford, Super Bowl berth on the line, stop playing. I guarantee you it will be the most watched NFC championship game of all time. I promise you that. As will the Super Bowl most likely be the following game. Now, as far as the Vikings go, the Lions broke. The Honolulu flu is real. The Vikings lost 3 games all season, twice to the Detroit Lions and once to the LA Rams. It was a exact carbon copy of earlier this season. Sam Darnold, hot mess. Whatever money he was going to get, he ain't getting that now. He might as well go and get in the food stamps line because it ain't happening for him. 2 performances in the biggest games of his career, and he was atrocious. He holds on to the ball for entirely too long. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, Lions fans, we not scared of nobody. It is what it is. Stafford, bring it on. You got to deal with Ford Field, bro. You got to deal with Ford Field and everything that comes with it, including this. So, I tried to tell y'all this is the way it's going to be. I am completely expecting a Lions-Chiefs Super Bowl if the NFL has any say, which they do. You got the number 2 offense in the league being the Buffalo Bills. I'm telling you right now, the Chiefs play they play before we do. They're the game before us. As we're at Ford Field getting hyped for that game, we're going to watch the Chiefs get to the AFC Championship game. The Buffalo Bills, I totally expect them to make it. And you're going to watch as the number 2 offense in the Buffalo Bills is going to struggle their way through that game. And if they got Brad Allen on the call, you already know. So anyway, Minnesota Vikings fans, they was yapping. They were yapping this season. And I got my Minnesota Vikings Syndicate, my homie, nice guy. Trey is a great human, never makes it personal, never does any of that stuff. I feel bad for him as one of my brothers in the syndicate. I feel bad for him and got a lot of respect for my dudes, man. Usually in a case like this, we just kind of fall back and let this marinate. But outside of Trey, I don't care about nobody else. Purple Podcast. Purple for the win. Minnesota Vikings Daily. Anybody else that yapped at the mouth. They didn't give the LA Rams any respect, any credit. They thought that they were going to be hindered by what they were going through in LA, but the Rams said, not so fast. So, Lions, I totally expect them to play the LA Rams in the NFC title game. And, yeah. But first and foremost, we have to take care of business. And we've got to beat the Washington Commanders at Ford Field. I'm telling you right now, man, there's nothing like football. Football is amazing because you be willing to pay money, bro. Like, it's money you don't have, but to sit around some folks and be part of something special, I'm going to tell you right now, if you have a ticket to the game, I said this earlier, I want to remind you of something. The divisional round, okay, if the Lions lose, the season is over. If they win, we go to the NFC Championship game. So let's say you sold those tickets. I don't want to see that happen, especially after we won Detroit earlier today. I don't want to see that happen. But if you must sell those tickets, sell them to Lions fans. I get you. But that NFC Championship game, under no circumstance can you sell those tickets. Like, real talk. If you have 2 tickets, maybe you can sell one to a Lions fan. I probably would give it away. Like, real talk, man. Like, we got to make sure that whatever Rams or, because it's going to be Rams or Eagles, one of those fan bases is coming to Detroit. And we got to make sure that there's no way. If we could keep them out of Ford Field, that's what we would do. All right. So on behalf of Lions Syndicate, if you have a ticket and you got to sell it, try to get somebody to buy that ticket. Like, don't put them on Ticketmaster, StubHub, Game Time, TickPick, nowhere. Try to get somebody to sell that and I'm willing, when I get my tickets, I would be willing to give them away before I would sell them and risk. Do you know the game against today's game was 51% Minnesota Vikings fans at the game at State Farm. And the Rams came out and dominated that whole game. So, Lions fans, I want you to think about 0-16. Think about the blackouts. Think about a couple years ago, Matt Patricia, and how you couldn't give those tickets away. And think about the privilege and the honor and what you get to do. You have a front row seat, whether it's on the third floor club or the ground level, the ones. You have a front row seat to the Lions making history. Do not give up your tickets. So let me know what you think, man, in the comments below. Do you believe now in what I've been saying about the NFL narrative? It is a storyline. I am predicting Lions-Chiefs, and the Lions will upset the Chiefs in the Super Bowl to prevent the Chiefs three-peat, because the NFL doesn't want because it gets boring. It gets boring after a while. Patriots never three-peated. No team has three-peated in the Super Bowl era. It gets boring. You have to keep things fresh. The same thing would happen to our team. We would win, dynasty, then we would lose. It's the way it goes. Now, NFL owe us a lot. We got 59 years of history that they owe us a lot. And like I told y'all 2 years ago, when we were held out of the playoffs in 2022 to allow Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, their arc had to finish. That was Tom Brady's last season. That was Aaron Rodgers' last season in the NFC with the Green Bay Packers. I'm not here to convince you. I'll just tell you what I see. But listen, Lions fans, you've seen it. You know it. It doesn't matter, though. We watch. We watch. All we want is for the NFL to finally show us some love. All right? So anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock on. Rock on, dude. You choose to rock on with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. It's been a long day. I'm tired, and I'm about to go to bed. I will see you in the next video.